Hello, everyone. This is Dee. This is your career coach of Elevated Career Services, and I am jumping on here just to give you 4 key steps to successful submission of an application. Yes, contrary to some popular belief, there are actual steps. There is a method to the madness. So let's jump right on in. Number one, read your application. Reading is key. Read through, if it's a paper application, read through the application, kind of skim through it, flip through the pages, and then come back to the first beginning. You want to definitely complete all of the areas, but read through it, okay? Your education, it needs to have school, colleges, any universities that you attended, and also the grade point average. If there's an area for that, make sure it has a grade point average. Don't just leave that area blank, okay? You can't put NA. If you attended college or if you attended school, you would definitely have a grade point average. Don't leave that blank. Your work history, it needs to have the business, the dates, the range of responsibilities, and your supervisor's name. If that company is closed, please list that that company is closed and the date that it actually closed. So you definitely want to make sure that area is key, because if that particular area looks a little shaky, then red flags are already raised prior to you possibly even getting a call. That could be something that could be a disqualifier for you. So you definitely want to make sure that is completed. Military service. If you are in the military, you make sure that part is detailed. If it's the reserve, make sure you have the branch and the dates of service. All of those things, you want to definitely have that. If you're not sure of specific things, get that information and keep that somewhere. Keep that in your purse, in your wallet. Keep it somewhere that's accessible to you, because sometimes we forget about the dates and we forget about the specifics, and certain applications ask for things that others don't. So you want to make sure you have all of this information detailed somewhere and easily accessible, especially the addresses and the phone numbers and the contact names. Number two, fill out the application. Fill out the application in its entirety. Fill it out in its entirety, especially any area that has an asterisk, a star, highlighted. Completely fill that area out. If there's an area that is not applicable to you, put NA. Never leave anything blank. Never leave anything blank. You don't want to look as though you skip that area on purpose or by accident. But if you put NA, it says, hey, I read all the way through this. Okay, you definitely want to make sure, again, you fill out the application in its entirety. Where there are some spaces made, and then if you have a resume that you're going to attach, maybe list some things in general, and then turn around and say, hey, resume is, please see resume attached, because then that refers the person to the details of it, if you have that as an option. If not, you need to be very detailed as possible. List your references, okay? Get these ahead of time. So make sure you list your references, have their full name, their address, make sure you have a contact number for them. So have all this information somewhere already, and then you don't have to worry about wasting your time, and then you can be more productive with your time, and you don't have to worry about looking or texting somebody and say, hey, do you know such and such address, or Googling. You don't have to worry about that. You got it all in one place, okay? So the references, again, and these are individuals that can speak to your ability to perform a particular job. So be intentional about that. Do not just list someone that you figure, okay, well, this is a reference here. These people need to be able to speak on your ability to do the job that you are applying for. So there's a method to that. Do not just list a name. Do not just list an address and a phone number. Okay, be intentional. That was number 3, listing your references. And number 4, review before you submit. Please review. Review for any areas that you may have missed. Review for any areas that you need to go and correct. Review for any information that you need to make adjustments to. Double check your email. That's another thing. Make sure you double check your email and your personal contact information, because this is the way they're going to contact you. And so also too, and even online, review before you submit. When it's written, review for your neatness your completeness and accuracy. Neatness, completeness, accuracy. That is what you want to do. So those are your 4 steps, okay? Read the application, fill it out in its entirety, list references that can speak upon your capabilities and your ability to do the job that you're applying for. And number 4, review and submit. Okay, that has been your elevated moment on your 4 key steps to successful submission of an application. Please share this information. If you have any questions, feel free to comment here and I will definitely respond to those questions. If there's something that you want to ask that's a little bit more detailed, feel free to inbox me. If you are looking for something more one-on-one, more direct, inbox me and we can discuss that and we can take care of that. But this has been your elevated moment. Have a great one.